And all right, guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another podcast. This is a live podcast, so if you guys are listening to this on my end with the Forest Talks podcast, definitely check the YouTube video because we have the man, Philip Garcia. Tell him what's up, give him an intro, tell your audience what's going on.
Hey, my name is Philip Garcia. I'm a singer-songwriter, music producer. This is my studio. If you're on my YouTube channel, go check out David. We're just going to be talking about a bunch of shit.
Bunch of stuff. Awesome. So as context, guys, by now you probably can tell we have the three cameras, one pointing at me, one pointing at Philip, tell him what's up, and then we have the communal camera, which is way up there, that nice, beautiful wide shot. Hope you guys are digging this composition. We have the key lights and some nice backlights. So with that said, we got the coffees. Philip has his tea.
If anyone's interested in, we're using a Zoom H6 to record. It's really popular in the video world, more so than in the music world, actually. So, yeah. Sounding good.
Awesome. So, Philip, we actually don't have, sometimes we do a little Q&A where we read some questions. We don't have any questions. We're kind of just going to update you guys with our lives, where we're at, the advice we can give, the experiences we can give, and hopefully this can be as of value to you guys. So, Philip, you want to start with it? Just whatever's coming to your mind. Ask me a question, ask you a question, just say some. What are you thinking of? What'd you have to eat this morning? Let's just get a convo going.
Yep, I had coffee and oatmeal. Well, actually, let me just start with what's going on like lately. Because I've had a few days of. We just shot a music video for context. For my song coming out and my whole project coming out in like under a month. Shout out to me. And I don't know about you, but like I had a moment of. I had a weird couple of days where I was just kind of like, I didn't do a whole lot of work. I did work.
Wow, that's so weird you say that.
But I was just like in a mode of like thinking and very introspective and...
That's so fucking weird you say that.
Did you? I guess you did.
Yeah, so as where I am in life right now, guys, for you guys, right now, it is what, May 20th? It's May 22nd. Wow, it's May 22nd. As we're recording this may come out later. So funny you say that. As of right now... No, I want you to give more context into what you're saying, because I kind of cut you off. But keep going into like your story of you were kind of calm before the storm, and then what was that storm? Or what are you thinking? Like you were kind of like, just keep going with what you're saying, because I don't want to just take it over.
Well, so like
and rant.
The eventful thing in my life would just happen is like I just left my job, and literally the day after my last day of work, we started shooting the music video, and then it was like two days of like intense shooting a music video, and then like that felt like a bit of a storm, but like a good storm, and it was like a lot of energy. And then after coming out of that, I felt kind of just like not lost, but just like a little bit like
weird.
Yeah, you feel a bit weird because it's like so much energy there, and also the other reason why I felt a bit weird is because I feel like things are changing, and David's been talking about this. I've been talking about this. Like this feels like a real turning point, like never before. I felt like I've always felt good and optimistic about the future, but right now more than ever, I've been feeling like the trees are talking to me, and like not exactly, but you know what I mean, like that kind of
everything. Yeah. The time is right now. So as far as going back to, you said it was crazy and then it was calm. Is that calm still now? Is it getting out of the calm? Like how are you kind of feeling? Because I'm gonna give my story with the whole. The calm before the storm, the crazy, and then like with the daily I don't want to say that yet. So like you kind of let me know where you at now. Is it still kind of calm before the storm? Is a storm coming? Like where are you at mentally, emotionally? Like as far as, because I see like Philip's been cranking stuff harder than ever. He just put up like a video today. I just saw him like cranking teasers, and we just did a music video you were recording. So like kind of like I guess tell them your story, tell them stuff.
Yeah, so I'm like
everything you've been doing.
Now that I have all this time without the job, I've been kind of like the last few days of not only I've been thinking a lot and just thinking like how I'm trying to be more intentional, and you've been talking about this too, more intentional with my videos and like what am I putting out there and like what is me. I don't want to be anything or project anything that I don't want to be in 10 years. And that's true. Like I'm going to make a whole video about this, but like about just being as honest as possible. And so with that said, like the last few days have been kind of quiet, and I've been thinking about these things and like kind of realigning, and I'm just basically getting ready for the next storm. That is like, I'm finishing up the project that's going to be released real soon, and then videos and shows, and I'm just going to get into that next storm just on another level.
So would you say right now it's kind of calm before the storm? Like the storm is just about to approach kind of vibe?
Yeah, it's a bit weird, different for me, because like I'm finishing my project right now, so it's been a lot of energy into that. Right. Now it's like gonna feel like
it's
a bit
so funny you say that.
Weird.
No, I think that's awesome, because as context to you guys, the past few days, which is okay. So with what Philip said, Philip and I just shot a music video. It went beautifully. It went perfect, and I'm not really surprised. It was just meant to be, right? You know, we both got blessed, and everything happened right. Wow, I feel like you still have to give more context. My gut's telling me not to talk right now. It's telling Philip, I think you keep going, man, with your stuff. I honestly, I think it's because you've been going through. I know we've both been going through a lot of changes, but you've been going through specifically in this past couple weeks externally. Like you've been doing so much, like so much stuff's been changing. So I feel like you, man, you just go, and I'm going to kind of add into that, because the podcast, I make podcasts all the time. I make 4 stocks. They kind of know where I'm at. I think like you go ham, and I'm going to add on. Woo! Voice crack. Touch on with that.
Yeah.
Like tell them like how you're feeling like having your job energy wise, post, like let them know. Because I feel like a lot of them are in that position where maybe they're thinking of taking a part-time leave. So like where's your head at before and after? Like pros, cons, all that. Just an exciting time.
The reason why I left, and the reason why I feel like this is the turning point at the moment, is because gradually, it's always a gradual thing. It's not like a light switch. I've been noticing that like people reacting towards what I'm doing and the way I feel about it, obviously too, but like I've just been, especially people like reacting towards music, and then when I play a show, I've been just feeling it differently now, the way people look at me. So with that, like I was just like, okay, I feel like I could leave my job now, and I don't know, I just got this confidence that like now that people are starting to see it, it's not just in my head, you know, and it's
tangibilizing.
Yeah, exactly. And so like I was just kind of getting ready for that, and now that I'm outside of that, quote unquote, like I feel like now I'm on that new page. Like I'm just flipping it right now.
Yeah. Which is awesome. That's so fucking exciting to hear, man. That's as context to you guys maybe know that I quit my part-time job just over a year ago. It was May 16th. It's May 22nd. So, and I remember how exciting that was, how scary it was, but how exciting it was for me to take that full leap of trying to do this whole content creation thing, I guess full time. And that's not to say that it's we're still living at home, so it's not technically supporting us full time, but energetically you are going in full time. Like you are a full time content creator. So I just know how exciting that is to Philip, and I know how much. Tell them about, you were talking about the external changes. Tell them about how people are almost viewing you now, not even at gigs, but like almost on like social media friends, like how the whole energy, bro. Give them like that energy update.
Like I just keep saying turning point, because like it really feels like just people. Yeah, it's just the whole energy. It's hard to explain because it just sounds really like like wishy-washy, but like yeah, I just know people know now. It's like you don't even have to say it. Like people know. They're starting to message me and being like, "Hey, like good shit. Like keep it going." Like they know, they feel it too. Everyone feels it. It's just when I first released my first music video, that was the first reaction of like I got like 700 views. I was like, that's cool.
Lit,
like this
man.
is cool. And then I released like the second one, and then it was just like significantly less. Like and that was like early. That was like January last year, so it's been over a year of like, I mean, it's been longer than that. Let's be honest, but like,
the final externalization. I don't even know if that's a word, but like, we're not even talking about your grind work before you make a fucking music video. Because you have to be good at music.
Yeah,
you have to practice your music for X amount of years before you can say, music video.
Exactly. Yeah. No, and then like I had another music video after that. It was kind of like made a little waves. Like people were just like, "Yeah, it's cool." Like, but then it like slowly dies down until like only like maybe your family and like really good friends are like listening.
It goes backwards.
It goes like really like down to like 15, 10 views. Like,
oh, dude, it goes to almost nothing. It's so backwards.
Yeah, and understandably so. I get it. People don't see it yet, so. to come to the point where I'm at now, like where you just keep your head down, and like Russ says, you become a self-belief monster. Like I love it when he says that. It's like you just have to like psych yourself up and just like, because that's the only thing you're gonna get through. And also, we met in December, and I feel like that was like a significant point too. Like, man,
that's when we were both.
Can you imagine if we had to go this 6 months without knowing each other?
Oh, dude, well, you know why we met, and this sounds super like, man, it might sound woo to people, but like, what Philip's talking about, the spike, the down, the up. So there's the spike, and this is called the belly of the whale, technically. So like you can't escape. Like you're in the belly of the whale, bro. You're in it. You can't go back out. It's too late. You already have the 10 views. Like you're going through shit. So Philip and I met when we were both kind of entering the belly of the whale. I mean, I've been in there for a while, but I think that winter, the last winter we just went through, was the hardest, probably the hardest winter of my life, I want to say, as far as this whole content creation stuff goes.
No external,
like the smallest ever. The winter before that, I was still transitioning from fitness to things, so I was still, people were still like, oh man, you know, views were higher. Like I was getting like 200 views a vlog, like easy, like 250, like, you know, more comments and likes. And then this, like, I don't know, it's it's been rough. But tell them now how, coming on the outside, how even like the views now, like how they're so much more like consistent with like,
it's weird.
It's
like,
weird, hey?
First of all, it's weird that like people get thousands of views and they don't think it's anything. Like I hate those YouTubers.
Oh, dude.
Let's not get started on that.
That,
but, like,
that hurts me, man.
But yeah, I have like 68 subscribers as of right now. Let's fucking record that shit right now. By the end of the summer, it'll be different.
Oh, I know, right? 12K coming up soon.
Yeah, but like I have like 68 subscribers, but I have like, I'm doing this like loose documentary. So it's about like, I'm making a music project and people are like, and I bring them through and I'm showing them me making the songs. So I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just kind of like making the songs as I go. And the video quality is a lot better from the last documentary I did from
I
the
feel
last
like your
project.
energy's changed a lot too.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
The confidence is like, you can feel it.
Oh,
Everyone
dude,
can feel
it's
it.
crazy. I remember seeing the first one. It was kind of like,
hi guys.
it's like, what am I doing? But as it should be though. I would hope it would be like that. Kind of testing the water. It's like, you know, we're gonna see where this one. It's like, yo, bitch, I already got this. You can check it out or not. Like I'm fucking blowing up. Much love, but in a humble way. Like it's not arrogant at all.
And okay, just to finish on that, like this new documentary, I have like 4 episodes out at the moment, and they all have the same amount of views, and the new ones have more than the first one. Like, man, like, do you know how many books people buy the first book and then don't buy the second book?
Very true.
Like, it's really common.
Movies.
Yeah, it's like 100,000 the first book, and then the second book goes to like 80, 70. But like this one's fucking consistent.
Yeah.
Like, that's
huge. And in fact, it's
real.
probably doing the opposite. It's picking up momentum.
Yeah. And that's why I've been like,
that's how you know you're on the up, because it's literally like, I don't know, holy crap, he's actually getting good. Yeah. Usually it's exactly what you said. It's the opposite. It's right.
Yeah. So so it's been really, really cool to see people, because those are people like interested in me. That's not me. It's not the music quite yet. Like it's me making the music, but it's
you. It's your
me
story.
As a brand. It's not. So
yeah. And Philip and I were actually just talking about that off camera a while back, where we think kind of the evolution of social media and the world itself is less on your technical skill and more so on you as a person. Like, and that's why, you know, take everything with a grain of salt, you know, as context, like tutorials on YouTube. I mean, I don't even think there's so many things we can get into this, but I basically think the world's shifting from, like, you look at Russ, you look at these artists, like me as a videographer and a photographer, like that's great, man. Like you can make tutorials and teach on that stuff. That's okay. Philip can teach and do his stuff on music, but what's so important, it always has been, but especially now, is the artist, is you, right? I mean, you look at the biggest artists, you look like Kanye, we talk about this all the time. You almost forget Kanye does music because of how Kanye is. And I'm not saying he's, you know, the best quote unquote person, but he's done a really good job at establishing his personal brand. Like he can sell Yeezys, not because of his music per se, but because it's Kanye, bro. He's such an ecstatic, like weird, quirky character that you're like, okay, you know. So I guess to you guys, you know, focus more on yourself opposed to your external craft, because external crafts can come and go. Your music can be at highs and lows, but you never really change. My video, I could be fucking, I lose my fucking camera. But if you've done a good job at your personal brand, you know, you're timeless.
It's a good topic to go off on, because I feel like both of us at the moment are like I was saying at that point of like on YouTube, we're kind of like, it happens every couple of months. Like you redefine what you're doing, right? As you should.
I would say so every 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
Even like micro redefinings. Yeah.
And I feel like I'm on a quest. I don't know about you, but I'm on a quest of authenticity and trying to be as real as I can possibly be. So in that, like, all I want to do is make music or be a brand name myself where I do talks like this. So like, why I was questioning myself this last week or two, like this kind of like calm period of the storm or whatever you want to call it. I was like, why? I just blanked out.
Yeah, why are you doing things that you know aren't helping you with your final vision?
Exactly.
Just because you're supposed to. It's so funny you're saying this too. I literally saw a video on this the other day about like client work. It's like, you should only be taking a client video, take money out of the picture. Would you still do that client video?
100%.
That's why I'm so for passion projects. Like,
and then
you know what I mean?
This is the part where everyone says like, oh yeah, but you need to pay your bills, and it's like, just like take money out of the equation for a second, because like money is so annoying in any conversation like this, because it's like, oh yeah, but we got bills to pay.
It can change so quick.
Exactly.
Like you gotta. Anyways, that's a different topic.
I know, like, because like
who's to say
like,
by doing the passion projects money won't come that way? Like people associate like you have to do the boring quote unquote hard client work to get money. It's like not necessarily.
Yeah,
life works in weird ways.
I was using this quote. Don't know if it's gonna correlate, but I'm just gonna throw it out there and see if it works. I was talking to my brother. It's like, I mean, imagine we both want a Rolex, right? Like you really want that Rolex in 5 years. That's what you want so bad. And you doing creative video stuff right now to get to the Rolex, you're like, you keep buying the shit watches because you're like, I want the Rolex, but like to just feed my satisfaction right now.
Yeah.
So you're doing videos like tutorial videos to like get like a bit of that in
clout.
Yeah, exactly. But like when you add up all those the energy that you put into buying all those small watches, the shit watches that you don't want, you could have got the full Rolex. So my point being is like, I'm putting all my energy into what I want to be rather than trying to do short-term stuff. And that's what we were essentially doing.
In a sense, yeah. Like, and here's the thing, like, it has its point and you never regret anything. And if you guys are kind of confused of what we're talking about, it's almost like, let's say you want to become this whole content creator, right? This whole creative entrepreneur. In the beginning, you're going to have to work that part-time job, which seemingly, doesn't add towards what you're doing, but it does. Like at that time it does, but at a certain point in life, so relating this to videos, maybe Philip and I had to make videos or do certain songs to help us get to where we needed to go. But at a certain point, there's a time where you have to say, fuck those. Maybe this was stepping stone work, but this isn't going to help me with my bigger picture now. So your energy always changes. Like the type of content we make now is not the type of content we would have made 6 months ago. Now what you and I are alluding to is going 100% in towards that big Rolex and fucking all those tiny watches. Like it's like, you know what? I'm going to go naked wrist for 6 months, but invest all of that money into the Rolex instead of buying the egotistical little watches, which 100%. Actually slow you down. Like they don't help at all.
Exactly. That's my point too.
Right. It's all that short-term versus long-term stuff. No, I completely agree with that. And that's what this summer is fully tangibilizing. It's finding your truth. It's going closer into that and fucking all the other consequences.
Yeah.
Consequences.
It's like you were talking about the stepping stones.
Yeah.
What I'm saying right now, and obviously, like you said, like it depends where you are at.
Yeah.
You have to do stepping stones to an extent.
Yeah. To an extent. Yeah.
But right now, I'm like, fuck the stepping stones. I'm gonna jump to my stone. Like
because we've surpassed that level. It's like Pokemon. It's like you gotta like practice in your home dojo before you go out to, or it's like video games. Like it's like RuneScape. It's like you have to play fucking. I just got RuneScape on my phone a few months back. I don't play anymore, but remembering that, it was like. What was it? Home Base Island, where it's like you have to play there for like an hour just to like know your crafts and your skills, and then you go off to the real world to get the guy teleports you. I just played. Yeah, it's the same shit. It's like you're in phase 1. You got to do your tutorials. You got to do your part-time job.
Put your time in.
You got to put your time in, even if that's not. It seemingly doesn't add to it. It does. But eventually, motherfucker, you got teleported away from Home Base Island. It's now time to run with that shit. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people just stay back with. Yeah, it's
another small point on this idea is and this is like directly between us, like, so I want to be a musician and a personal brand thing. I want to be a person who either makes music or inspires people by talking. Like that's kind of the gist of it. That's what I've always wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
But by me making videos about like how to write a song, which isn't like completely out of this. Yeah, it's what I want to do,
and that's why it's so tricky, though.
Yeah, that's the problem, though. Is like, but I know when I get big, I don't want to.
Would you be doing that?
I won't.
That's so awesome you say that.
No, because okay, so let me just finish real quick. Is like with that in mind, is like, okay, you're gonna build an audience with those kind of videos,
right?
And then you're gonna switch up, and people are gonna resent you.
I know, dude. It's man, I don't know why. Like, part of me says like I don't know why we didn't do this earlier, but I do know we weren't supposed to do it at that time. You change and you evolve, but dude, that's so fucking perfect. I was literally watching this guy, Zach Kravitz, the guy I quote unquote. I don't like the word look up to, but I kind of do in a sense. I was literally just watching a video of that yesterday, and he said like, if you had, let's just play pretend, right? Which some people might get upset at, but if you had the money and the resources now, would you make those videos? Right? Why are you making those?
Fuck no. Yeah.
Right? Fuck no. Sorry guys, one of the cameras cut off. The battery was actually dying on one of the cameras, so back here. But yeah, that was kind of the notion we were talking about, where there gets a certain point, and I feel like it's the energy of where just life, bro, where people are at right now. It's you really have to triple down on what kind of content you want to make, even if no one's watching it right now. So for me, as an example, it's so funny coming full circle. When I started YouTube about 3 years ago, the videos I wanted to make, even before YouTube, and what I was doing were vlogs, like my life, what I'm doing, my thoughts, my ideas, vlogs and Forest Talks. And we can associate the podcast with the Forest Talk videos. The first video I ever made was a vlog, and the second was a Forest Talk. It's funny, eh? And then somewhere down the road, I began to tell myself that, YouTube favors some videos over others, aka tutorials. So I have to sit down and say, hey guys, my top 3, da-da-da. And I even told Philip to do that because technically on paper, it makes sense. Like it makes sense. Like they would do better, right? So we would do them, and that's okay. I don't regret any of them. Like in fact, at the time they were fine. They established it to ourselves, which was amazing, right? But it gets to a certain point where you come full circle with, it's perfect what you just said. Make the videos you want to, because it's so funny. If I make tutorials, and how like horrible, and I was actually thinking about this. If I was to make a tutorial and that went viral, and then people would now associate me with the tutorial guy.
They're waiting for that.
When in reality, it's like, that's not what I wanted to make.
Yeah.
So make the videos you truly want to make, or you want pretend right now you have all the money and recognition and resources you have right now. What videos would you be making? And make those. What content would you be making? Make those. Because eventually one of those things is going to gain traction and you'll be okay. But if you don't and you fuck up and you take some short route and just do something that, anyways, I don't know why this didn't hit us earlier.
Alan, I think we've always been honest and doing what we wanted to do.
Yeah, stepping stones. It's that simple. I don't regret anything we did.
Yeah, you have to go through it all. No, but it's like an Alan Watts quote. He says, what would you do if
money were no option?
Exactly. Money were no object.
Object?
Yeah. But yeah,
it's funny. It takes us a long time to actually soak that in. You can hear that.
That's what I've been saying too, is how long things take in life. I was just realizing how gradual, how subtle life is. It doesn't, that's the fucking shit part about social media, and that's what I think we're trying to do too.
That's also the best part though.
Is people think that it just happens like that, and it doesn't, and then people get disappointed when it doesn't happen like that, because it doesn't. You don't know that guy was working for 2-3 years, but you think he just
it's so
appeared
funny,
out of
right?
nowhere.
It's so funny. Yeah, it's so funny. And what I'm really coming into terms with, it's such an amazing thing because, being a content creator, everyone at points, you want it to hurry up. You want it to be fast, right? Myself included. And I was like that for a long time, but as of late, I've come more into terms with why it takes so long and why that's such a good thing. And the simple answer is because in life, you attract who you are, not what you want. And not even what you do. It's who you are. It's the third one. So it goes like this. There's 3 pillars. You want something. I want something. You do it. You're getting there. You are it. Right? So life gives you who you are. Are you someone that deserves X amount of money, followers, clout, fame, whatever it is? You can want it and that's okay. But that's why it takes so long. Because life's building you into that person who is that person. Right? But to build, that's the hardest part. Right. That's why it takes so long.
Time, yeah.
Time, bro. You can't just want it. There has to be, it has to be you. It takes fucking years, bro.
It takes so long.
That takes so long.
Yeah, like.
Right. So embrace it, guys. Embrace it.
And that's why I'm so excited right now, because like I feel like we've gone through like those, and I'm sure there's gonna be another phase where I'm like looking back on these 6 months and be like, why the fuck was I doing that? Like that wasn't me at all.
That's okay. That's okay. You have to.
I don't think like that's the case exactly. Like I don't think it's gonna be that dramatic
anymore.
Be
more lows.
Yeah,
because we've just been in a fucking look at my goddamn eyes, motherfucker. I've been there, bro.
You're fucking like tearing
I
up.
need help, man. No, yeah, I hear you. But keep going.
No, but that's why I'm so excited right now, because I'm gonna triple down on what I want to do.
Yes.
And
fuck everything else. Fuck all the consequences. Because there are possible consequences, but it's like you're at a point now where you see past them, and you're like, the old me would have got afraid from these, but the new me is like, I know they're bullshit. I know I can do this. I know they're all facade. Like my fears don't scare me anymore. And I think that's actually a big reason why you and I didn't do what we did before. It's confidence. It's all this one thing. It's fear. It's confidence. It's like we didn't think we were almost good enough to do that, so we had to put in our dues, which we had to though. Like you have to, so it's okay. But eventually you get to a point where like you know yourself well enough that you're like, fuck it. I don't give a fuck if these videos aren't the most popular videos. If this isn't the most popular thing, fuck it. I'm quadrupling down on this. Like you're stomping your fucking foot saying, this is what the fuck I do. I don't give two fucks otherwise. No. If you burn bridges because of it, like I literally put a podcast teaser up last night and I knew, I was like, should I put this up? But it's tripling down, man. It's, if you know what you're doing is out of love, it's best serving you, and it feels right in your gut, fucking triple down on it, bro. Like one of the teasers was I was just being kind of blunt. It's podcast sometimes, right? And I wasn't meaning to hurt anyone, but I was talking about self-worth, and I was like, if you're at a party, that's just what came to mind. If you're at a party and you're a guy, and let's just say there's a girl that gets with every guy, like she's kind of a hoe, and you get with that girl, you're going to value yourself less as a human being. And I said vice versa. I said if you're a girl going to like a player guy, but I knew that was going to kind of bother some people because I'm kind of like calling out girls like if you're a hoe, right? I mean, that wasn't the intent, and that's why I flipped it and I said, well, you can be a girl.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just,
But I had to say it because it's true. It's like, it's reality, bro. And I know it's going to offend some people because there are a lot of people our age that are fucking hoes. Guys and girls. There are tons, bro. And I know they were going to be like, fuck this guy. But it's the reality, man. If you go to a party and you know you can get that short term, I can get with this girl, and you fucked yourself over, bro. And it's so subconscious because you now value yourself as a lower person. I related that with clients. It was a rejection thing. So it was like, if you get a client or do a thing that's super easy, you may think it doesn't matter. It's all mental. Now you value yourself as a fucking lower person. Like, you fucked yourself over.
Yep.
It's just subconscious. You won't consciously know that.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the job. Leaving the job is that exact idea.
Bro. It's all the same fucking shit. I kind of want to lie down, but I'll stay up. I'll reposition it later. It's okay. I can stay up for a little bit longer. But yeah, man, keep going, bro. Like this is fuego, fire. This is the energy that we're putting out into life, and I know some of you guys. In fact, I know a lot of you guys. I know everyone watching this feels this. It just may be very latent or dormant. You feel it. The energy of life is the same for all of us. So fucking different, man. If everyone's happy, everyone's happy. If everyone's depressed, everyone's depressed. Like the energy of life. Like if the trees are all blooming and you're a tree, you're fucking blooming too. You can't just be like, no, I don't feel like it. Life's like, no, the energy of life, you're fucking blooming right now. Or if it's winter and everyone's losing its leaves, you're losing your leaves too, dude. So I know this in a sense affects all of you. You just may be I don't know, doing something else about it. But go, Philip. Tell him. Tell him what's up. What's up? I mean, dude, we can finish it here. We can keep going. We can keep talking. You let me know, man. If we are, I'm probably gonna reposition that camera. I'm gonna fucking lie down. I'm still down, man, to talk. If we still have stuff, like I can talk for another 15, 20 minutes, man. Like I can keep going.
Or we can stop. I don't know. I'm like, we're not feeling
too much, eh?
Yeah.
The majority of what we said kind of got out.
I want that to be heard, what we just said.
Yeah.
And I don't want to add any more on top of that.
Yeah, I feel like that should be the main topic right there. Like that is the topic of, because I feel like, because I'm about to lie down, so we should probably let's wrap it up.
Now,
what would that be called? That would be called something on the idea of coming full circle, something like that. Yeah.
Coming out of the great, yeah.
We'll figure it out. Anyways, Philip, give your outro. I'll give my outro, and we'll crank it.
All right. Thanks for watching.
No, let's preface it being like, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. And then you can do that. Do you want me to preface the intro and then you close it?
No, I can.
Yeah?
I never do it too. So
okay,
it's
yeah.
good
Tell him.
All right, you've been in my basement. I hope you enjoyed that conversation. We're wrapping up now. We talked about a lot of stuff. I'm rambling now too. Let me do that again. I wasn't feeling that.
No?
No.
Just be like, well, guys, and just be like, you know what, David and I actually thought, like, I think let's wrap it up there. Like, just kind of like, before you even outro, just be like, I think that was good.
Yeah. It's like acting part now.
Yeah.
I feel like we've said enough for today. I feel like we're out of... No, we're definitely... Okay, let me do
do you want me to?
You do it, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Fuck, I was like...
It's okay, man. Don't worry. All right, guys. So that is going to be that. Philip and I were just deciding, should we keep this podcast going or should we finish it here? Because we're probably about half an hour, 40 minutes. And I think we both decided that this is a very good length because the topic in this was very direct. Even though it wasn't planned, I think you guys can understand what we were trying to give out with that whole coming full circle with this energy for you guys to triple down on your skills and what you really want to do, because the time is now. It's never something else, and we're all gonna make it. So we're gonna put up the outro. Hope you guys enjoyed. Philip, tell your audience, tell the fam what's going on, what's up, tell them what's coming up for you project wise, because like we said, bro, this is the full circle moment.
Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you found it interesting or intellectually stimulating. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I got the Loose project coming out June 13th, maybe a little later because pushing things back, but yeah.
Tell them about the music video. When's that coming out?
The music video, more importantly, is coming out the first week of June.
I said June 2nd.
Yeah, it should be June 2nd, but I don't want to put that.
Sure, first week of June.
Yeah, so music video coming out very soon. Everything's really exciting at the moment. I'm going to be making a lot of really good videos.
Short film, tell them about that, bro.
And
you got a lot of shit coming out, man.
Like, just stay tuned, okay? Like, I'm not going to lay it all out. You just keep watching because I know you will, because if you got this far, you're coming with us all the way.
Sick. That was good.
That's the sign out.
Yeah, awesome. That's the sign out. So, same on this end, guys. I mean, I just kind of want you guys, kind of like Philip, I just want you to see. I don't really want to say too much because what's coming out is coming out, and you guys can feel from the energy that all is going to be well. So I'm going to finish it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. We both really hope you guys enjoyed watching this, got some value from this, and big things from all of us and you guys, because I know the energy is one and the same. So much love to all of you. Philip, tell them goodbye, and then I'll tell them goodbye. What's that?
Goodbye, guys.
So that's it, guys. Thanks. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. This is also on Philip's YouTube channel. Subscribe to both. Check out the Force Talks podcast, all that stuff. Like the video. Comment. Tell me or tell us your full circle moment. Don't be shy. Like, just say something, man. It can be your physical health. It can be like as simple as walking your dog, or maybe your relationship with your mom is better. Like, it really doesn't matter, man. But I would honestly speak that into existence. Write down your full circle moment, because both of us would be very eager and excited to hear it. So I think we both can agree on that.
Definitely.
Yeah. So that's it. Thank you so much. We're going to sign out. Till then, hope you enjoyed it. Much love. Peace.